Above the day-to-day left-right politics is qualitative listening. Hello, America. I'm Camille Chandler, and this is Qualitative Listening. Some Federal Reserve officials are joining President Donald Trump in calling for lower interest rates as soon as July. Fed Vice Chair for Supervision Michelle Bowman on Monday downplayed the potential impacts of Trump's tariffs on prices and said the U.S. Central Bank should swiftly lower rates to preserve the labor market's health. It is time to consider adjusting the policy rate, Bowman said. Should inflation pressures remain contained, I would support lowering the policy rate as soon as our next meeting in order to bring it closer to its neutral setting and to sustain a healthy labor market. Bowman is the second Fed official to join Trump in calling for lower borrowing costs. On Friday, Fed Governor Christopher Waller said tariffs will likely only result in a one-off increase in inflation. Both Bowman and Waller are Trump appointees. Other Fed officials aren't quite joining Trump in calling for lower rates, but are signaling they're warming up to the idea of it. On Monday, during a moderated discussion in Milwaukee, Chicago, Fed Chair President Austin Goolsbee said the Fed could lower borrowing costs again if we do not see inflation resulting from these tariff increases. Then, in my mind, we never left what I was calling the golden path before April 2nd, when Trump unveiled massive tariffs on dozens of countries. For months, Fed officials have said they prefer to wait to see how Trump's major policy shifts affect the U.S. economy first before considering further rate cuts. At its policy meeting earlier this month, the Fed kept its benchmark lending rate unchanged for the fourth consecutive time. But that strategy hasn't sat well with Trump, who has relentlessly lashed out at the central bank and its leader, Fed Chair Powell, for not lowering rates. Trump has hurled various insults at Powell, describing him as a fool and a numbskull. Now the Fed's wait-and-see posture is slowly crumbling even as tensions in the Middle East heat up, which raises the risk of higher global energy prices, and the jury is still out on the ultimate impact of Trump's tariffs. Now, that's the show, folks. Thanks for listening to Qualitative Listening.